Hello, everybody. This is assignment 13. This is the first part of assignment 13 where we will be analyzing the housing data. We'll use two other data sets in part 2 and 3 of assignment 13, but for right now, we're going to discuss part 1 of assignment 13. So what I did, I went in and watched the video from Orange and watched also the video from Professor Mark, and just kind of recreated what they had here. We have our housing file here, which has everything in it. And then we went in and we selected our columns. Right now I have everything selected, but we can kind of pick and choose which ones we want to use based on what we have. But right now, for the saving purposes, I did all of them. Again, the first data table does not have the clustering in it. So we opened that up and saw that this table, there is no clustering data, just all the housing components that we have there. Under the k-means, I have 3 selected at the moment. If you do this, it says that 2 is the best, but for now, I just have 3 selected. So I'm not sure. Looks like our housing data just had an issue, but anyways, I already saved it earlier, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to go over here to our scatter plot and also want to open up our k-means at the same time so we can look at those together. So right now I have them fixed at 3. If we go over here to 2, where it feels like it's the best, the 2 different clusters there are as you can see there. So you can pick any of them that you want here, from crime to median value, age. At first I did crime, median value, and age. I felt like those were 3 really good ones. We also did air quality. I tested air quality and things like that and looked at some of those. Over here, it's kind of neat to see, if you click on 3, it'll change automatically. For this clustering data, you can go up to 4, you can go up to 5, you can do whatever you want. It starts to become more confusing and illogical at some point, but it is neat to see them watch and change in real time based on how many clusters that you have. I don't think 3 is totally unreasonable. I can see why they picked 2, but I don't think 3 is totally unreasonable for this data set. What I had here, I'm not sure what that just did. We'll get out of that. So I want to look at the data table here. And as you guys recall, for the information that we are using right here, we have, median value of homes, crime rate per capita, proportions of non-retail business acres. So that's an interesting one. Nitrous oxide, the available average distance to 5 employment centers. I thought that was pretty interesting too. So, we went through, analyzed all of those, looked at all the results of that, and then looked at the clusters over here on the scatter plot. So let's see here. If we went and we'll just do, we'll do the radius. I think that was an interesting one to do real quick, just so we can show you crime, and then we'll go down to radius here and take it out over there. All right, so let's just check out that one. So obviously just one. Interesting, right? So you just have one. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense because we could analyze that ourselves, right? So we need another one. So radius, let's do to employment centers. I wonder if radius to employment centers will have anything to do with the noxious gas. And then also the median value of the home. I wonder if that, and crime rate. So let's look at those, and age. Let's just throw that in there. So now let's go over here and look at this. So we can pick any of them we want: crime rate and noxious gas. Interesting. In the x-axis, we have crime rate. The y-axis, we have noxious gas. Interesting to read what these are telling us. Median value, it kind of flips it. Age of the home, very interesting. 100 years, wow. So, it is interesting as we look at this. The the crime rate seems to be higher in areas that have older homes. So look at this cluster here, older homes here. And then you go down here and the crime rate just isn't real high. Interesting. Yeah, so anyways, so that's kind of that one. We'll close this one for now. We'll look at a couple other data sets, but that's kind of how the clustering works. It is really interesting to kind of realize what's happening and then be able to change those inputs to different variables based on our brain not being able to work that fast, but the system can. So I'll stop recording here and then we'll jump over to a different one in just a minute.